Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the activity or turnover ratio. We have already discussed about the solvency ratio and liquidity ratio. So today we are going to discuss about the activity or turnover ratio. There are four types of activity ratio. First one is inventory turnover ratio. Inventory turnover ratio. The formula of inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold upon average inventory. Cost of goods sold upon average inventory. You know how to find cost of goods sold. If sales and gross profit are given, then sales minus gross profit is equal to cost of goods sold. If sales and gross profit is not given, then how to find COGS? For that, we have to add all the item from debit side of trading account. Means purchase plus direct expense. From that, all expense, then minus closing stock. That will be the cost of goods sold. Means opening stock plus purchase means net purchase plus all direct expense minus closing stock. That will be the cost of goods sold. In this way, we have found the cost of goods sold. Second one is average inventory. Then how to find average inventory? For average inventory is equal to opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Opening stock or opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. That is average inventory. Sometimes they may ask find stock turnover period. Stock turnover period. At that time formula 365 days upon inventory turnover ratio. We just put 365 days upon inventory turnover ratio. Whatever we found here, inventory turnover ratio. So inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold upon average inventory. So I hope you have understand how to find cost of goods sold and how to find average inventory. Now second one is trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to net credit sales or net credit revenue from operation. Net credit sales or net credit revenue from operation upon average trade receivable. So you know how to find credit sale. If total sales are given, from that cash sales we will deduct cash sales, then it will be the credit sales. Then how to find average trade receivable? Average trade receivable is equal to opening bills receivable plus opening debtors plus closing bills receivable plus closing debtors divided by 2. In this way, we will find average trade receivable. Once again, average trade receivable is equal to opening bills receivable plus opening debtors plus closing bills receivable plus closing debtors divided by 2. Then average collection period. So average collection period is equal to 365 days upon trade receivable turnover ratio. In this way, we will find average collection period. 365 days upon trade receivable turnover ratio. Now, third one is trade payable turnover ratio. Trade payable turnover ratio. So trade payable turnover ratio, it determines in how many days we will pay the debt. So trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchase. In place of your trade receivable, it is given credit sales. So here trade payable turnover ratio, net credit purchase. In place of credit sale, here we write net credit purchase upon average trade payable. Average trade payable. Once again, trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchase upon average trade payable. Average trade payable is equal to opening bills payable plus opening creditors plus closing bills payable plus closing creditors divided by 2. In this way, we have to find average trade payable. It's same like average trade receivable. In place of bills receivable, we write here bills payable, and in place of debtors, we write here creditors. Now, average payment period. To find average payment period, here 365 days upon trade payable turnover ratio. 365 days upon trade payable turnover ratio. The fourth one is working capital turnover ratio. Working capital turnover ratio. The working capital turnover ratio is equal to net sales or net credit revenue from operation upon working capital. Net sales upon working capital. And you know how to find working capital. Working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. So working capital turnover ratio, it indicates in how much time or the business is able to fulfill their working capital or not. So here accounting ratio, in that third one we have discussed the third topic, activity or turnover ratio, and that four formula are there. One time again I revise it. Inventory turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold upon average inventory. How to find cost of goods sold? Sales minus gross profit. Or another things, opening stock, purchase plus purchase related expense, direct expense minus closing stock, that will be cost of goods sold. In average inventory, how to find average inventory? So opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2. Sometime any one is given, either opening inventory or closing inventory. At that time, how to calculate average inventory? At that time, whatever given, that will be the average inventory. Means opening stock is only given, then opening stock will be average inventory. If closing stock is given, then closing stock will be the average inventory. In absence of any one thing is missing, then stock turnover period 365 days upon inventory turnover ratio. The second one, trade receivable turnover ratio or debtor turnover ratio is equal to net credit sales divided by average trade receivable. Credit sales means total sales minus cash sales, then we will get credit sales. Average trade receivable, how to find average trade receivable? Average trade receivable is equal to opening bills receivable plus opening debtors plus closing bills receivable plus closing debtors divided by 2. Then average collection period is equal to 365 days upon trade receivable turnover ratio. The third one, trade payable turnover ratio. In place of net credit sales, here we write net credit purchase upon trade average trade payable. So average trade payable is equal to opening bills payable plus opening creditors plus closing bills payable plus closing creditor divided by 2. Then average payment period means in how many days we will pay the amount. So average payment period is equal to 365 days upon trade payable turnover ratio. Fourth one, working capital turnover ratio is equal to net sales upon working capital. Net sales means here net sales minus sales return. Working capital, you know how to find working capital. Working capital is equal to current asset minus current liability. I hope you have understand this formula. So now you have to revise this formula and write one time in your notebook and revise this formula so you can easily remember this formula. You have to write in your notebook today only. Thank you.